Today's video, we are actually going to answer some questions about workouts and fitness and things like that. Hello, I'm Kay.
I'm JR.
And that's Captain Jack Sparrow. Hello. And we are JK a lot. Today's video, we are actually going to answer some questions about workouts and fitness and things like that. 2 weeks ago, we did some questions on diet and food and things like that for weight loss. Today and next week, it's going to be a 2-part video because we just got a lot of questions. But today and next week, we are going to be answering some frequent questions and your questions about weight loss with workouts and gyms and things like that. But first things first, we are going to do the holidays of the week.
He's a natural, I see him.
On Monday, which is today, July 26th, I keep saying January for some strange reason. Today is National Coffee Milkshake Day, which sounds awesome to me. National All or Nothing Day, National Aunt and Uncle's Day, National Disability Independence Day.
Well, if you want to say coffee milkshake, basically that's just, to me, in my opinion, it's more like mocha, frappuccino.
Yeah.
Basically, chocolate syrup, ice.
Well, mocha is chocolate coffee, but...
Okay. Tuesday we have July 27th, National Creme Brulee Day, National Scotch Day, National New Jersey Day, and International Bagpipe Appreciation Day.
And then on Wednesday, July 28th, it is National Milk Chocolate Day, National Buffalo Soldiers Day, National Water Park Day, and International Hepatitis Day.
We have so much sweet days in these years.
Yeah.
Ooh, Thursday we have Chicken Wing Day, Lasagna Day, Lipstick Day, and Tiger Day.
International Tiger Day.
International.
And on
Chicken wings, yeah, we had that discussion. We're not going to go there again.
We're not going to do that again. But on Friday, July 30th, we have National Cheesecake Day, National Support Public Education Day, National Father-in-Law Day, and International Day of Friendship.
And Saturday, we have National, is that avocado?
Yep.
And National Mutt Day, National Talk in Elevator Day, and Harry Potter's birthday.
Right.
I actually watched them all for the first time in my life.
Yeah, I watched them when they first came out because he was between 10 and 11. My son was between 10 and 11 when they first came out, so he was right at that Harry Potter age, and he wanted to watch them all.
I can see the nostalgia. I mean,
yeah.
For kids and people, it's magic. So
right. And then on Sunday, which is August 1st, is National Raspberry Cream Pie Day, National Friendship Day, National Girlfriends Day, and International Forgiveness Day. Also on August 1st, our merchandise, there goes Captain Jack. Our newest merchandise is going to go live, which includes the shirts that we are wearing, which, hold on, let's go back to the vlog, which is, it says, don't get fit, don't quit. He's wearing it in the men's blue tank, and I have the red tank, which is the same. You can't see. But it's basically the same
back
thing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Basically, get fit, don't quit. And then we also have some buttons. We have a coffee mug. This is the travel mug in silver, and it has the get fit, don't quit. And then on the back, it has our JK a lot.
Wait, let me get this out.
You gotta put it up towards the camera.
Well, the
Yeah.
light.
That's the
light. The light takes out the white if I don't push it up to the camera.
That's again, and then we also have, which I don't have right now. It's "Don't Just Dream, All You're Gonna Do" motto that's going live on Sunday as well, which is the motto of my family. Something my grandfather used to say all the time was, "Don't just dream. All you're gonna do is don't just dream about the things you want to do." Is basically what it means. And it's something that my family has kind of become, and that's become our motto in my family. Don't just dream what you want to do. So that motto, that is something that's very dear to my heart, and it's going to be going up on Sunday as well. So please check it out.
Reverse that saying. When you dream of something that you never thought you could do, don't do it. So it could,
just do it, right? And that's basically what it means: is don't just dream about it, do it. Don't just dream about what you want, go and do it. And
or
that's
if you have
that's
a
what
dream
it means.
about something you never thought of, go and do it.
Right, and that's what it means, and that's something that has become very sentimental to my family because it's something that my grandfather used to say all the time.
I interpret it as don't let your dreams go by. Try to do whatever you dream to do, whether you fail or succeed.
Right. Still try.
Don't not try. It's basically how I interpret it.
Right.
Just try your dream. Don't let them just.
And it's something that, and on all of the merchandise that we have the JK a lot, which is this logo, and these are still going to be available. This is the JK a lot coffee mug, which I love using, but that logo is on the back of our shirts and tank tops and things like that. So we are going to get into our questions, and the first question: can I work out if I have sore muscles? Now, I have answers from trainers as well as what we have experienced as well. The trainers say yes, you can take it a little bit easier, but you still can work out. And I have the same thing. You just adjust for the soreness, but you still work out. You can still work out and do some workout. Some is better than nothing. That's something that we always say.
And they got some trainers that what's called I can't pronounce how they do it, but they do sets and reps until they feel sore, and then they stop. That helps recover. But the main thing that I would take away, that I would tell people, is pay attention to your body.
Right.
If your muscles are sore, you can still work out, but you can do a lighter.
Right. You do it light. You adjust. You listen to your body. You're sore. That doesn't mean that you have to do it unless you're in pain and you can't. Then you need to see a doctor.
Right, like if it's a sprain or a fracture.
If it keeps you from doing it, if it is so sore that
then
you cannot, then you need to go see a doctor.
Like for instance,
but if you just have an ache, that's your body adjusting. Don't stop. Keep going.
Like
take it down a notch, but you still can keep working out.
Like if you're using just machines and you go do a set of, like, normally you'll do 3 sets of 50 pounds at 10 reps, and you're hurting, you can bring it down to 20 and still do 3 sets of 10, but you don't have to use a weight.
Right.
Because you can adjust for certain soreness. And
you should. If you have some soreness, you should adjust. Don't overextend. Right. Don't overextend something if it's hurting, but you can take it down a notch or two and still work out. Just don't do it quite as intently until that soreness is done.
Like when my knee bothers me, I'll slow down on the treadmill.
Right.
Or I won't do as many squats or deadlifts if my knees bother me.
Right.
But I still try to do something. It's basically just listen.
Right. Listen to your body.
Your body will tell you. Muscles or not, it will tell you.
Now, this next question is a question for women out there. Should I work out on my period? Absolutely, definitely work out on your period. It actually, especially women who have PMS or who have bad cramps, working those exercise muscles, and this is trainers, this is doctors, and my own experience, working out and doing exercise will actually help the cramps. It will lessen the cramps. It will lessen it keeps your blood moving. It keeps your body moving, and it actually can make some of the period symptoms a lot less with that physical activity. So absolutely, if you are on your period, definitely you can still work out.
Now, this is my opinion because I'm not a woman. Of course.
Right.
It also depends on the stages of their menstrual cycle. Because some women, at the very beginning, it is so severe that at least one day, the very first day of their period, might cause them to miss work, might cause them to do...
Right.
But
that is very true.
Or the last day.
Right.
It depends on the woman's cycle. But in the middle, if you can handle it, it's okay to work out on your period.
But the thing is, and doctors have said this, other women who work out, they have said that even when you're having those most intense pains and cramps and just miserable headaches, working out or doing some small physical activity, getting your body moving, actually can help those bad. Right. You can do a small workout.
Walk,
it actually will help the headaches and the cramps if you do some extra physical activity. Now, is it easy? Absolutely not, because there are times when my period has put me in the bed and I don't want to do anything. But on those days, I have found that if I do get up and I kind of fight through it a little bit and get some extra physical activity, it actually can help lessen some of those bad symptoms. It really can. But you do have to listen to your body and but if you can work through it, if you can push through some of that pain and get a little a little bit of physical exercise, it actually can help you a lot. Women with PCOS have said this because, PCOS, bad cramps, bad premenstrual symptoms. If you get a little bit of that physical activity, it actually can help you. So, the next question, how many calories does it take to burn 1 pound of fat? Now, I know that 1 pound of fat equals to 3,500 calories, okay? So, to burn 1 pound of fat typically means to burn 3,500 calories.
A week.
Okay. Now, you're right. You don't have to, it's actually very difficult to burn 1 pound of fat in one day. That's actually very difficult, and it's not healthy. It really is not healthy. But 1 pound a week is you do a calorie deficit and exercise to burn to take that pound
and
off.
The calorie deficit goes like this, and this is the standard.
Right.
If you burn 2,000 calories, you only take in 1,500. If you burn 3,000, you take in 2,500.
Right.
That is the normal.
Right.
That is what they say to burn 1 pound of fat a week. You take in every day. You take in 500 calories less than what you burn.
Right.
If you burn 3,000 calories and you take in 2,000,
you're in a calorie
you're
deficit.
in a calorie deficit. Because they got some people that burn 2,000 and they eat 3,000.
Right.
And that's the ones that are like high intensity, because people that at our gym, they have that Scorch 60 class.
Right.
And the trainers, they got 2, 3 now. But the 2 that's there, they're usually there half a day and then the other half. So I know every class, them trainers are burning at least 1,500 calories.
Right.
At least
But
1,500 calories. But
right.
they're eating a lot
they're
too.
eating more calories to be able to burn.
But I know,
those
some people that burn 2,000 calories in a day.
Right.
But they're also, if you look at their diet, they're eating, they're burning 4,000 calories. They're eating 2,000 calories.
Right.
They're eating 2,500 calories because they're burning so much.
Right.
Because I know athletes, football players, they're burning 5,000, 6,000 calories, so they're able to eat 4,200 calories in a day.
Right. Just like The Rock has said many times that he eats 8,000 to 10,000 calories a day, but he's also burning.
He's probably burning about 12 or 13,000 calories as much as he's moving around.
You can look at his Instagram and you can look at his Twitter, and that man is moving all the time. Even during quarantine, he was working, and he has a home gym, and he was working out all the time.
They were fishing. His daughters, they were all moving around.
He stays working, so he can eat that many calories because he's burning that many calories. So, but as far as the question is, it's not healthy to do it one day, but to burn 1 pound of fat, you have to burn 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories is equal to 1 pound of fat. So that's the basic answer to that one. The next question, what is better, cardio or strength training? That a lot of times depends on trainers, because there is no scientific...
Not scientific studies, but
there's no scientific studies. There's independent studies. There's independent studies, but they all kind of say they're interchangeable. They really are. And the best workouts actually have both, honestly. Right. The best workouts have both. Whether you're doing cardio one day, strength training another day, the next day, but having a combination of the two, strength training and cardio, is the best for a good workout. Right. It's the best beneficial. It is good for your whole body. You're working on your organs, your heart, your lungs. With the cardio, the strength training is your muscles, and
some people that they'll do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday strength training, and on Tuesday and Thursday they'll do cardio. Right. Some people they switch it up. They'll do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday strength training, and they'll have 2 days of cardio in between. Like, they'll switch it up. I mean.
And see, with us, we do strength training in the morning. We do a little cardio after.
At least 30 minutes after.
Right, and then a little cardio after, and then in the evenings, we go back and do a full hour. Or usually it's about 30 to 45 minutes of strict cardio.
Yeah, because I've learned that if I do an uphill at 30 minutes, I burn just as much calories as I do if I do a flat hill in
Right,
an hour
and
or so.
I do 45 minutes of cardio in the afternoon. I
And
don't do any weight training
I'm
at
experimenting with doing like 2 or 3 exercises in the evening. The same ones, I'm picking 2 or 3 out of the ones I do in the morning,
Right.
and I'm doing it after cardio and during the week to see how, it's just an experiment because I have an article that was telling me about 2-a-day workouts,
Right.
and it's beneficial with gains. So I want to see how that's going to help with, because before I even elaborate on it with anything, I'd rather try it.
Right. Next question: how long should I work out? Should my workout be? That kind of varies, but trainers say the American College of Sports Medicine recommends that you exercise for at least 150 minutes a week. Okay, that's and 190 minutes if you're overweight. But like I said, it varies. It does. As long as you're getting about 30 minutes a day, whether it's high intensity or whether it's a light, you should be getting at least 30 minutes a day to try. If your goal is to lose weight, you should watch your calories and you should work out. You should have a workout, whether it's yoga, whether it's weight training, whether it's just cardio. Although I don't recommend just cardio, but you should do at least 30 minutes a day. Now we do about
45 minutes.
We do 45 minutes of weights.
45 minutes to an hour, depending on
45 minutes to an hour of weights.
What do we have
then
in
30
our
minutes,
program? 30
minutes of cardio right after weights, and then later in the afternoon, another 45 minutes. So that's about 3.5 hours every day. Not every day. 3.5 hours Monday through Friday. On Saturday, we take the day off. We do most of our recording on Saturdays, and then on Sundays, we just do cardio.
Yeah, we take our walk in the neighborhood on Sunday mornings, which is about a mile, just to get out the house.
Right.
Take
and then
the dog out.
On Saturdays and Sundays, we also do liquid diets.
When the summer gets over, we're going to take our walk at 11 a.m., just a little short walk, through the neighborhood.
Right.
And when we say the neighborhood walks, they're not intense. They're just
they're just casual walks.
We
love our neighborhood, and we like to just go walk around. We walk around the neighborhood. We say hello to our neighbors who are working during the week.
They used to see us twice a day.
I know they're kind of during the winter time. We were walking around the neighborhood twice a day, sometimes even 3 times a day. But because of the heat, we live right outside of New Orleans. Today's heat index is about 105 degrees. So we are not taking a whole lot of walks around the neighborhood right now, just because it is so hot.
I don't want to take our dog out there.
Right, we don't want
him getting paws and getting hot.
So we're not doing as much around the neighborhood during the winter. During the spring, during the fall, and during the winter time, we typically do more around the neighborhood and less at the gym. But right now, we're using the gym a whole lot more, just because it's just way too hot.
I'm still going to go twice to the gym, even in the winter. We'll just take our small walk at 11 when it gets to this fall and winter.
Right. Next question: how can I work my legs if I have knee problems? And I don't remember. It's a good one because a lot more people have knee problems than you. Severe knee injuries, complicated, unfortunately, eliminate lower core body, lunges, jumping. However, Pilates and yoga are good lower body exercises for people who have severe knee problems. If you have light knee problems, if you have some types of arthritis, actually working out can help with some arthritis. Now, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, that's not the same. It's not the same as regular arthritis.
Regular arthritis.
Right. Well, rheumatoid arthritis is actually more debilitating than regular arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is a condition when the arthritis eats away the cartilage in your joints. And if you have rheumatoid arthritis, that is one of those that you want to try to do yoga or Pilates and not put too much stress on your joints.
Next time I see my doctor, I'm going to have her send me to a specialist to see if that's what I have.
But if you have just regular or osteoarthritis, then doing regular workouts, you just don't want to do too strenuous because it can damage the cartilage in your joints. But if you do have the osteoarthritis, you can still
wear and tear arthritis. Cartilage that cushions the
So. You can still do the walking. Now, one thing that I recommend and that some of the trainers recommend, if you have osteoarthritis and you want to get in that workout, but walking on a treadmill is painful for knees or for your ankles. Like I have arthritis in my ankle because I have a rod and 10 screws. One thing, if you're a gym or if you own a elliptical or an active motion machine or even a stair climber machine, those machines are better for working out where you don't have that high impact of a treadmill.
Or a bike.
Right, a bike is a good one. But you don't have the impact because a lot of times what hurts your joints is that impact when you step down and step down and step down. With an elliptical, an active motion machine, or a stair climber machine, you're not lifting your legs. You're not having that impact. You're just gliding with the machine, and you don't have that impact.
I guess that's
and
why
it's
I
better
learned about my knee.
Right,
When
it's
during
better.
That 1 week of cardio, when we do our 1 week of cardio, and I realized when I was running too hard, I was having problems, and now I'm not having as many problems. I mean, I still have it because of arthritis, but I learned that I'm not having as many pains as I did when I was running harder and faster, and
and see,
I was
doing
running 5.8 miles an hour for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then lowering and running.
And see, now I'm not going to say it's going to be an easier workout on the elliptical or the active motion because those machines will work you out, but it will be better for your joints if you do have knee problems, if you have joint problems, whether it's your hips, your knees, or your ankles, your lower joints. If you have those issues with the arthritis, using those machines will give you that intense workout without impacting your joints too much, is basically what those machines will do. Number 7, will doing ab workouts burn belly fat? No, but let me explain. You cannot, this question and my next question is kind of a lot of the same answer. You cannot spot reduce. You cannot say, okay, I want to lose my belly, so I'm only going to do belly exercises. You're going to lose fat where your body wants to lose it, okay? It's been proven scientifically. It has been tried out in every situation, in every setting. You cannot tell your body where you want to lose weight. Just does not happen. Your body is going to lose the fat wherever you want it. Right now, since I've had my surgery, I really want to lose my belly fat. I do abs almost every day. And you know what? I'm losing from my face. I'm losing from my arms. I'm losing from my legs. I've even lost from my breast, which I really didn't want to lose. But I still have, I have lost some from my stomach. But it's not as much as what I want.
I wish I can spot reduce my man breast, but it's not possible.
You can't do it. And now, ab workouts, what will help when you're doing ab workouts? It will help with your core muscles. It will help with your ab muscles. And it will, when you develop your muscles, the muscles burn the fat. Right.
Well, not your stomach, but all over,
your stomach,
just
right.
wherever.
Muscle tissue will help you burn fat faster than if you don't have the muscle. Core muscles are some of the most important muscles in your body because no matter what you're doing, most of the time you're using those core muscles. And working out your abs, doing ab workouts, doing oblique workouts, you will burn. It will help you to burn fat, but just burning belly fat is not something that you can do.
You can't spot reduce fat nowhere.
Right.
What you can do, the opposite though, is you can build certain muscles in your body,
right?
But you can't burn fat.
Right.
Because bodybuilders do it all the time.
You can pick and choose what muscles you want to grow. That just depends on which workouts that you do, and I can
how your physique wants to be, you know.
And one thing that I can, if you want to see a video that now I know going up on Friday, he is putting up a video of his workout. It's a lot of the same workout that we went over last week when we went over our workouts, but in that video, I go through every workout that he does, and I tell you the muscles that those exercises are working. Okay, you can look up online if you want to build your core muscles. You can look online and say what exercises are the best to work my core muscles, to build my arm muscles, to build my back muscles. You can find that anywhere online. You can look up what exercises or what weights do I need to do to build these muscles.
Like if you want huge arms, you can do dumbbell lifts. You know, bench press ain't gonna give you the huge arms. Bench press is gonna give you huge arms and chest.
Right.
But if you want to work just this part of your arms, you can do like, you know, dumbbells. And you know, you can pick a certain muscle, and exercises will help you build that muscle for that body part.
Right.
Because, like I said, when I told you they had 2 bodybuilders at the gym before the pandemic, and I paid attention. I watched some of their workouts.
Right.
And on certain days, all they did was like arm workouts, like bench press and chest and, you know, things like that.
Right.
So you can spot your muscles and build them. I know that for a fact.
And then this next one, how do I lose weight in just my thighs? Again, same. It's basically the same answer. You know, you can't just pick what fat you want to lose. You can pick what muscles you want to build, but you can't pick what fat you want to lose.
And by building those muscles, by building your muscles, you will lose weight in your thighs.
Right.
But at the same time, that the muscles are helping you burn the fat, but they're also building muscles. So it's going to be a double. It's going to do 2 things at once.
Even though you build your thigh muscles, that doesn't mean that those muscles are just going to burn that fat.
Right.
That whatever muscles you build is going to burn fat. Right. It's going to help you burn all your fat, not just in one place.
Muscles, you know, whatever muscles you build throughout your body is going to help you burn fat. The more muscle you have, the better chance you have at burning fat.
Right.
And I have extra skin, and it's like, but yeah, your thighs and your inner thighs, your outer thighs, you know, you can sit there and do leg press machine, leg lifts.
Right.
You know,
you're gonna build those muscles.
You're gonna build the muscles, and that's gonna help burn the fat all over your body. But the fat, your weight in your thighs is gonna come off when it's ready to come off.
Right. Now this next
question.
question.
Tone it up,
this next question is something that I was very worried about when I first started going to the gym. Will lifting weights make you bulky? No, it will not. Even a trainer will tell you that it will not. If you use heavy weights, it will start to bulk up, but it takes a long time for you to build up enough muscles to be bulky. It does. It will take you almost a year to 2 years to build up to where it is bulky. You are going to burn You are actually when you start working out, as you use your muscles, you're first going to deteriorate your muscles before you start building it. So you're actually going to lose some muscle before it starts building, before you start. Right, because it's going to repair itself. How did you say?
Because, I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger started looking like that in a year.
No. It took him years to get there.
Nutrition, different programs. I mean, it's like you got to find a program because somebody else that goes to the gym, I talked to him, and it took him 5-6 years to find the right program that to fit what he wanted to do, because you have to try programs, and if you do, like, you find a program that says, okay, it's going to bulk me up. You do it for a year, and if you barely see any results, then you switch it up.
Right.
And until you find the right regimen that works for you, it takes years, because, you know, unless you have a set goal in mind.
And I mean, most bodybuilders who get bulky, this is what they do for a living. They are in the gym for hours at a time.
And they're focusing
on those muscles, and they are working those muscles at the highest weights that they can do all the time.
They're not rushing themselves.
Right.
They're taking 2 or 3 minutes in between each set, you know.
But they're pushing those muscles to build those muscles. And if you're just exercising and you're doing workouts, but you're not pushing those muscles, those to the extreme, you're not going to get bulky. You're not. And I mean, and to be very honest, this was it was a big worry of mine.
A lot of women still fear that.
Right. It was a big worry of mine because I don't want to be bulky. I have been big most of my life, and in my head, at the time, I know now not, but at the time when I first started going to the gym, now this is when you and I first started going to the gym, even before, like, almost 2 years ago, before I did the weight loss surgery and everything. In my head, I'm heavy already. If I start working out and my muscles start getting big, I lose fat, but I'm still big, you know? And in my head, it's like, wait, no, I'm still big. I don't want that. But I have learned since that's not the case. That's not how your body works. That's not how things work. And you have to work at getting bulky to get bulky.
Right.
Basically.
And like basically what you're saying is you got to tear down and rebuild. So
Right.
when you're working out and your muscles, that's why they say the importance of protein. But there was a story I read. I don't know who it was, but it was months ago. They had a strongman competitor like Strowman was. Braun Strowman. He was a strongman before he
Right.
got into wrestling, and he talked about how he thought he was nice, but he's what they call cut down. He's still muscular,
Right.
but what they call skinny fat. These strongmen.
He's not fat. He's just
right.
He has muscle,
right.
and
But he was bigger. He's smaller now, but he's still toned.
Right.
Big Show has cut
right.
and
He's
toned.
Right.
Like when you see these strong men, they're solid. They're big like me, but they're solid. I mean, they don't have the flappy belly. They're solid.
Right.
But some of them decide after years they want to trim down. They still want to be muscular, but they want to be smaller. But not as because you see, if you go look at strongman competitors, they're like me, but they're solid.
Right.
But some of them decide to change it up, and they want to what they call cutting season.
Right.
They'll cut the weight, but still have the muscle, and they'll tone it up, but they're still strong as hell. So it just depends on how you see yourself.
Right.
Because I don't want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right. We got one more question for today. And that is, why have I stopped losing weight if I'm still exercising? This means that you have plateaued, okay? And we have talked about it before that we switch up our exercise routine every 6 weeks. A lot of times when you're doing the same workout all the time, your body gets used to it and you stop having progress. You plateau. When you're eating the same things over and over, it's the same thing. Your body, you plateau. You stop losing, you stop gaining, you're just at a standstill. And you have to switch things up. You have to keep your body moving. You have to keep changing things up so that your body doesn't adjust and just say, okay, this is where I want to be. I can say I was the same weight for many, many years because I did the same things over and over again. I did the same things. I ate the same things. I couldn't lose weight. I couldn't gain weight. Now I'm exercising. I'm working out more. My diet changes all the time.
But again, as we've said many, many times, everybody's different.
Right.
They got people that can do the same routine for years and lose weight and then maintain their same weight.
Right.
You know.
But that's maintaining. But
right.
If you want to continue to lose weight, you need to change up your routines every 6 to 8 weeks. And the trainers say that, and we've been told that by the trainers that we talk to.
Everything that I've researched since I started working out 2 or 3 years ago was that, every 6-8 weeks,
right? You need to change up your
routine. It up, take a week, especially if you're lifting heavy. You take a week off. And there's plenty of people that I've talked to in the gym that they're like, yeah, I'm taking a week off after 6 or 8 weeks, even 2 months. 8-9 months. I mean, even after 6 months, they took 2 weeks off, and then they got back in the gym and they felt stronger because they're letting their body calm down.
Right. Now, also one thing that is said a lot, and it is absolutely true. You need to give your body a little time, because if you are changing your diet from one thing to another and you're trying to lose weight, you're working out, okay? You need to remember that fat weighs a whole lot less than muscle. Muscle weighs more. So there are going to be times when you're building muscle and losing fat that the scale is going to stay the same, because you're losing that fat, but you're gaining that muscle. So it's going to look like you're plateauing. You need to give it a little time and see, okay, is that what's happening, or am I plateauing? Is my body building that muscle so I'm not losing? It doesn't look like I'm losing weight, or have I really plateaued?
And if you're, and this is my opinion, like if you stop losing, if you plateau for 2 or 3 months and you've changed everything up, then maybe you should see a doctor and see if there's any medical conditions.
Right.
If you
because
can't,
there is thyroid problems,
right.
There
After
is
3
pituitary problems that
after 3 months, if you change up your routine and your diets, and you're still like not losing weight, but you're not gaining, you're like just fluctuating between 2 and 3 pounds, gaining up and down for 3 or 4 months, then maybe you should talk to your doctor and see if there's any medical issues. Because it takes at least a month to adjust, at least a month minimum, 2 to 3 weeks to adjust to a new routine. So if you plateau and then 3 weeks later you change your diet, you lose a pound here, a pound there, You gain a pound and lose 2 pounds, and then you start losing 5 and gain 1, then lose 6 and then gain 3. You're doing it good.
Right.
But
if you just
4
stay
months,
the
if
same,
you're staying
right.
the same and you've adjusted all your things
Right.
that you've tried to do, then maybe it's time to see a doctor.
Right, because there are thyroid problems,
right.
and pituitary problems, there are hormonal problems that you might have that you don't know about. There
right.
are a lot of hormonal problems that are
Don't
that
be afraid to talk to your doctor
right,
about medical issues.
Right. There's a lot of things that go undiagnosed because you don't tell the doctor. We all have the same issue where we don't want to tell our doctor about this or that, But if you're exercising and you change your diet and you're still plateauing, you still cannot lose any weight, you want to see your doctor and say, look, I'm doing this and I'm not losing any weight. Can you check to see if I have a thyroid problem or a pituitary problem? You want to get that out of the way because there are some cancers that are with your thyroid and pituitary that you want to make sure you don't have. So
right, yeah, just don't be afraid.
Right, don't be afraid to talk to your doctor.
Seek help because it could save your life.
Yep. So, but that's going to be it for today. Next week we are going to do questions 11 through 20, which is another 10 questions on again working out and weight. They're basically workout questions that we've gotten from the different groups and social medias that we have
and different articles that we ran across that people have asked other people.
Right. And I have gotten answers from, like I said, we're giving you our opinions, but we're also giving you trainer questions as well.
We're full disclosure. We're no experts. This is just our opinion.
Right.
But take it as gospel. Some of the stuff
that I answered is from trainers and doctors because I did get, I did go and look up these questions. We're giving you our opinions and our experience, but we're also giving you some factual evidence from trainers and doctors.
And I'm going to encourage you, if you can go do research on these questions. And if you find some information that we didn't come across, feel free to let us know.
Right.
I mean, we're not experts. So if you want to take any of these questions and look them up and fact check or find some information that you think is relevant for other people,
right,
that we haven't covered with these questions and answers,
we'd love for you to let us know. Put it in the comments below. If you have any other questions that we didn't cover today, put them in the comments below, and we will, in another video, we will try to address some of those questions. So we will see you next week. I will have my progression video up on Wednesday, and like I said before, he will have his workout on Friday. So we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.